Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Young and Professional. Today we talk to a beautiful dietitian. I'm actually hoping to clear some misconceptions about healthy diet. Because guys, wow, we create our own diets and they are so wild that they actually end up biting us in the bum, like pun intended. So today we speak to Anele. Welcome, Anele. Morning.
Morning, Bree. Morning.
Okay, so welcome, Anele. And before we start, please tell us who is Anele and what keeps her young.
Okay. Morning again, and thank you for having me. I feel so special.
Oh.
Anele is just a young girl from Soweto. Born and bred in Soweto. I grew up with my parents until a certain age. Then my mom died. Then I stayed with my dad, and then he unfortunately passed away as well. And then I was taken in by my sisters. So a bulk of my childhood, I was raised by my sisters, and it was the best time, man. Every time when we talk about kids who don't have parents, it's always a sour topic, but I don't feel like that because my sisters really played a significant role. What keeps me young? Funny enough, before this call, we chatted about running and how I was meant to go for a run this morning, and I overslept. So that keeps me running. It really keeps me sane. It makes me happy. I'm not a long runner, so I don't do like no, it's not ridiculous. I don't do like 21K, 40. No, I just do a young 10K, and yeah.
Have you done short marathons? Have you like entered short marathons?
No. It's just races. I just do races. I just run on the road. Yeah. So I've never done a proper marathon. No, I just do races. Yeah.
Would you like to do comrades one day?
No thanks. No. No thanks. I know my abilities and I know my
I'm laughing because I can't even run like a kilometer now. Like,
so, is it?
No way, guys. I can't. Why are we running? And so many people run for stress, I hear. But no, guys. No. Why are we running? No one's chasing after us. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so you are a dietitian, yay or nay?
That's yay.
Okay, so when did you know you wanted to pursue the dietitian field, and how did you find out about dietetics? Woo!
Dietetics.
Oh, that one.
When did I know that I wanted to be a dietitian? Just a brief background. I grew up in a church that promotes healthy eating, that promotes nutrition a lot. So most of the time in church, we just have like a 5-minute segment on nutrition, on health in general. So for me, it stemmed from church. And I knew that I wanted to be in health at a very, very young age. My sister is a nurse, but I knew I didn't want to be a nurse. I wanted to do nutrition. So I could say easily at the prime of high school. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. So then what were the subjects, or were your subjects choices like in preparation for dietitian specifically? Okay, so what subjects did you take from grade 10 to align?
So I took obviously mathematics, life sciences, and physics. However, for dietetics, you only need life science or physics.
Okay, so you can have either or.
You can have either or, yeah. So those were like the major subjects that I took, and I knew that I wanted to be, to an extent that my dad passed away in grade 9. Oh, maybe I'm revealing my age. Doesn't matter. My dad passed away in grade 9, and in grade 9 I had just Yeah, so in my high school year, I moved a lot. I moved schools a lot.
Mm.
So in grade 9, just before you passed away, I needed to maybe let me start it in grade 8. Sorry, my sister. Grade 8, obviously I need high school, and then I
Mm.
went to a technical school in Soweto.
Oh
But
wow.
when I went there, my dad wasn't aware. Shame, poor guy. He didn't know what a technical school actually means. So that meant there
Oh.
was no biology there. I
Yes.
found that mid year. I didn't know. I was just a girl,
But
man.
guys,
No, I didn't know, to be honest with you. I mean, in
but yeah, I
retrospect,
guess
I'm
you're
like,
young.
how did you not know? Mid grade 8, I found out, and I
Oh
was just like,
shucks.
there is no way I'm going to stay in this high school. Then I moved to another school there. Yeah, so from quite a young age, I knew that I wanted to be in health, dietetics specifically.
That's
Yeah,
so cool that you even had like a voice at that age to be like, no, my direction is this, and putting me here is not going to work for me. Some people would have
yeah,
just kept quiet and then figured out another career, perhaps.
yeah, yeah.
So
True.
that's quite interesting. Okay, so question number 4. The best
Mm-hmm.
part of my job is fill in the blank.
The best part of my job, oh, yeah, and I don't experience this a lot because I work with intestinal failure colorectal patients.
Ew.
So these patients, intestinal failure patients, struggle to just a brief description. Their gut absorb like the ability of the gut absorbing nutrients has reduced a lot. As a result, anything they put in comes out of the stoma, so it's difficult to maintain nutrition with them. That's when we then give them parenteral nutrition. In simple words, parenteral nutrition is like feeding them via the vein to make it
Oh,
more simple. So these patients, if I have a patient day 1, I start seeing him and he weighs 35. It can literally take me 2 months for me to see any significant weight gain. So that can even
sure,
be 1 kg weight gain in like 2 months. So it's very common for them not
sure.
to pick up any weight. So the best part of my job is getting to work on Monday and it's weight day, like let's say it's 2 weeks later, the last time I weighed him was 2 weeks ago, and then when I get there, then he's picked up like 0.5 kg.
Sure.
That's the best part of
Nice.
my job because yeah, it's difficult. So it makes me happy. Or other patients, man, you you were struggling with the intake, and all of a sudden, maybe it's like Crohn's disease, and
Mm.
the patient was just not eating well and just not looking well for like a significant amount of time, and then all of a sudden, when you get there, he's doing much better. He tells you that he drank his entire bottle of supplement,
Mm.
so that really makes me excited. The least part about my job is when I walk down the corridors of Barra and everyone who knows me asks me for a diet plan and a meal plan. I hate that.
But wait, isn't that
I
like a
I hate that.
dietitian's? Okay, so but you more in the hospital.
That's correct. That's correct.
So
So
for
I
you,
work.
so then who would I go for to if not a dietitian for a diet plan?
No, for sure. It's a dietitian. Like it's part of our job. But I hate even in varsity, I hated that part of my job.
Okay.
But obviously I needed to study and pass and all of
Yes.
that. I think part of the reasons why I'm not in private is because I don't like that part.
Mm.
Hence, I chose not just a hospital, but an academic hospital that
Yes.
deals with complex
Yes,
conditions, you know. So
definitely.
I really, really despise it when in my ward people are like, I hate it.
Do you know how many patients I've said, "Mommy, please go to dietitian."
No, stop it. No, guys, let's stop it. Let's learn more about each other's careers.
Okay,
But
I
well,
apologize.
but you're not wrong, Fui. You are not wrong. It's part of our job. I just hate it.
Okay, so it's like a very minute part, I guess.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I see. I hear you. This is probably like physio and massage, I guess. So
Yes, it
fair.
is. Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. Okay, while we're on the diet the diet plan, just clear this for me. If I like eat less frequently or smaller portions, will I lose weight nicely? Like would I be able to sustain this? Like if I do it for 3 months and then I
Mm-hmm.
lose weight and then I go back to my original, like is that a
Mm-hmm.
sustainable way of me like losing weight?
Okay, let's start here. By smaller portions, You mean anything? So you can have anything, but in smaller portions.
I mean, guys, like we cook what we grew up eating, and I know for me, it's like rice, putu, and then like ukari, and just like inyam. Veggies,
Uh-huh.
not so much, but like just cutting what you can like currently afford. I mean, healthy food is expensive, guys. Is the healthy food is expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe let's break down that. What we regard as healthy, for example, let's look at protein.
Hmm.
Protein is chicken, red meat, and fish, and all of that. When we talk about healthy protein, we're not saying go buy something expensive. We're saying buy that chicken that you usually buy,
Hmm.
but just before prepping it, just remove the skin. Then in that regard, already
Ah.
it's a healthier version. Secondly, when we say cooking methods, then when you cook that chicken, rather boil it. But when we say boil it, we're not saying
Mm.
we're not saying it must be boring. All we're saying is boiling is
I
the
can't
process
even
of
add
using
spice
water.
because also
No, no,
spice
no,
is
no, no,
also.
no. The process of using water. Then you can add your healthier spices, whether it's parsley or thyme or oregano, whatever it is that you want
Okay.
to add. And obviously, we become stricter if you have comorbidities, like if you're hypertensive, if you're
Yeah.
diabetic, then we are stricter. But red meat, for example, when you buy I don't eat meat, so I don't know if it's called steak. When you buy, I don't know the actual name, but when you buy a tray of steak, yes, I wanted to say it in a proper way.
Yeah.
When you buy a tray of steak, prior to cooking it, you just trim off the visible fat, and you either air fry it or roast it or whatever it is. So let's move away from saying healthy foods are expensive.
Okay.
When we're not saying go and buy olive oil and your pocket can't afford olive oil.
Yeah.
We also have alternatives. Canola oil and sunflower oil are within the same range as olive oil, in a sense
Okay.
that when we do know that you can't afford alternatives of sunflower oil and canola oil, they are also as good. It's just that also the public, obviously, you are not aware of when you go to ShopRite, Checkers, whatever, and you look at the raw Yama cooking oils, they all look the same, but it's not
Literally.
the same
And then I'll
thing.
go
It's
for
not the
pricing
same
after
thing.
that.
Yes, it's not the same thing. So we give you healthier options.
Okay.
Mayonnaise, for example, mayonnaise is a combination of eggs, a lot of eggs and oil. So then when you're trying to lose weight, then we say rather reduce mayonnaise or rather buy the one that says light and so on and so forth. So let's move away from that. Your other question asked about portion sizes. So portion sizes, that's what we recommend actually as dietitians. We need smaller but regular meals. So we even give you portions. For example, your starch needs to be the size of your fist, not more than that.
Oh.
That's another thing I wanted to address. Let's move away from cutting starch altogether from your diet.
Okay.
Yes, it contributes to us picking up weight if we eat it too much, if we don't stick to the portion. But starch, when you ingest starch, what happens is your body breaks down the starch into glucose, and that is the main source of fuel for your brain. So stop cutting starch from your diet because we're actually depriving our brains of the fuel that it needs. Like I said, yes, it contributes to weight gain, but how much you eat is important.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you had another question there, but yeah, I just went on and on.
No,
It's
that's perfect.
frustrating.
That actually just clears a lot of things up for me. Okay, and then what is the deal on fasting slash intermittent fasting? And is it great? Is it beneficial? Is it safe?
Hey, there's a lot of these diets.
Mm.
There's Banting, there's a lot of them. And you know what? What I guess at the time they achieve what you want because you lose weight. But it's not beneficial for your body because you're depriving your body of fuel for such a significant amount of time. And once you've done that, and then obviously your body needs to utilize the glucose. And where is it going to take the glucose from? Because there is like you haven't taken anything to eat, and then eventually when you do eat, because I've seen others, eventually when they do eat, they only eat protein and fat, and
Yes.
there's no starch. So overall, it does what you want it to do in terms of losing weight, but it's like a plateau effect.
Mm.
After that, you go back to your eating habits of whatever, and then you go back. But basically, in simple terms, what I'm saying is we don't recommend intermittent fasting as dietitians. We don't recommend any other form of diet, banting and all of that. All we say is live a healthier lifestyle, meaning cut sugar, for example. It's not beneficial for your diet.
I need sugar.
But when
So
you
then,
once
if
you
I'm running
no,
around Barra like 6 kilometers a day, surely the sugar is helping me like sustaining that, like being able to run around.
but how much sugar? Like, we're not saying cut sugar from your diet altogether, but you need, like, we eat a lot of sugar, basically, as South Africans. We are a country that has an obesity issue. So, and we, like, you can have a slice of cake once in a blue moon. It's just that some of us need sugar rush all the time. And if you want to lose weight, the sugar is definitely is not going to help you achieve that. Sorry.
Okay, fair. I think you already answered a question I wanted to know, but I don't know if you want to like elaborate a bit further. So, what is the best way to create perhaps like a healthy, sustainable diet that's natural
Okay.
and affordable? I think you have tackled some of the aspects, but if you have anything else.
Okay. Okay, maybe let me make a typical example of what you, not necessarily touch and stone diet, should
Mm-hmm.
be on a daily basis. I'm just giving an example of how it should be on a day. Like, yeah, whatever. For example, in the morning, depending on your type of job, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but have your, and also this thing of eat breakfast like a king. It's not really a notion that we subscribe to. Breakfast is important because it fuels you up for the day,
Yeah.
but we don't want, when we say eat like a king and then you're eating all sorts of things, all sorts of processed meats, no, I don't subscribe to that notion. Typically in the morning you have your oats or your fiber containing, in fact fiber helps as well with weight loss
Mm-hmm.
because it keeps you fuller for longer. So you have
Okay.
your oats or your wheat bakes or your all bran or your maltabella, obviously in moderation, like fist size. And
Huh.
then an hour later or 2 hours, then you have your snack. But by snack, we were not saying go to Woolies and buy all the expensive things. You can have an apple, you can
Okay.
have a nachi, you can even have peanuts with
Mm.
raisins, or you can have any other thing. In fact, with diabetics, because the snacks are important, we even say anything that's in the house that is regarded as healthy according to what we told you. So it can be even 2 slices of brown bread with peanut butter. It can
Mm.
be anything,
Okay.
literally. Then you have your lunch, obviously, with whatever. For example, I usually say to patients, for example, couscous, and patients are like, obviously not to Bara patients,
Yeah.
private patients that would ask me on a personal level. I'd be like, you can have couscous with whatever beans, your chickpeas, your lentils, whatever beans, or even chicken strips
Mm.
and vegetables. So it all depends on what you like, but it's important to have that routine.
Mm.
Let's also avoid skipping a specific meal,
Shout
because
out.
by the time you eat the next one,
You're
you're
starving.
so hungry, then you're overcompensating for the other meal that you didn't have.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. I hear you. Okay. So before we get light again, one misconception that you'd like to clear pertaining your profession. Obviously, not the diet plan, but anything else that is like a very typical misconception about dietitians, and you'd like to clear.
Okay. Maybe because of where I work, the misconception is that so maybe let me start here. We provide supplementation for in and out of patients for bearer. However, the misconception and providing the supplementation there's a criteria, there's a protocol that we use. So the misconception thereof is we give supplements to any and everyone. So most of these referrals that we get, either from physio or from doctors or from social work, whoever, they just write, please give we supplements, and that's it. And also the mistake they make is that they tell the patient, Go up to second floor, go to the dietetics department, they will give you supplements. That's annoying because we use a criteria. We can't give supplements to a well-nourished patient whose BMI is 27 just because he has low appetite. No, we deal with the root cause. We don't give supplements. Yeah, actually, you're triggering me with these questions.
Okay,
But
let's
yeah.
move on to a lighter note. Let's do a pit and a peak of the week.
Let's see. Um, okay. Maybe let me start by a peak because I can't think of a pit, but
Okay, let's do
peak
peak.
of
It's
the
fine.
week. Peak of the week is a Friday, not because it's the last day, not because it's the last day of the working days.
I
It's
mean,
because I also do hepatobiliary clinic. So that is your hepatobiliary system, gallbladder, liver, all of that. There's a clinic specifically for that on a Friday with the surgeons. Then patients come and then dietitians join as well. So I'm doing it with a colleague of mine. Those patients are really, really sick patients. It's either they have pancreatitis or gallbladder cancer or pancreas cancer, and majority of them are really, really underweight. So that's where I see the significance of my job there.
Nice.
Because I start seeing them this week. A month later, he's picked up like 3 kg, and it really, really excites me. So yeah, anytime I look forward to the Friday because I know I'm really going to make
See
an
your
impact
work.
in someone's
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
I love that. And thank you so much for your work, and thank you so much for just your um, assistance in the community with weight. I think some people don't understand how weight can actually contribute to quality of life, especially when you're
Yeah.
underweight.
Yeah.
Obviously, in peds, it's a lot more detrimental, but even as an
Yeah.
adult,
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things that we think is a luxury, perhaps, but
Yeah.
it's one of the basic human rights for you to have
Yeah.
food and to, I mean, without the correct amount of food and nutrition, like you said, your brain cannot work. So how do I learn? How do I thrive in whatever we're doing? So thank you for helping out in that aspect. Before we let you go, can we have a top 5 to add to my car playlist, apparently? Please, can it be things that I can use as a bliftoch?
What do you mean now? Don't give that disclaimer first.
No,
You
okay.
asked. You asked.
Anything goes.
Okay. It's a mixture of genres. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a song by Matima. Matima is a gospel singer.
What, Matima that entered Idols?
Yes, that
Okay.
lady.
Nice.
One of her songs says Uwantuanela, so he fights for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stunning song. It just talks about God's ability to fight our battles. That's it. So I listen to it every morning and it gets to me. There are things I'm going through personally, and every time I listen to it, I'm reminded that, you know what, relax, God has your back. And then, sorry man, it's within the same.
It's okay. I do listen to gospel.
No, it's within the same topic. Dr. Kumi Ansel sings a song by the name Ageko, meaning there isn't any other God but God. And then, on a lighter note, there's a new hype Instagram song that says So Easy to Love by Olivia Dean. Do you know it?
No, I only know her. You're the one I need.
No, it's so
It's the same
easy.
person, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
So
person.
easy to fall in love. You've never heard that song? Okay. Doesn't matter, sweetie. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's the whole point, so that I can get accustomed to other genres of music.
Yes, that song.
Okay,
I
I'll
have
look.
others though. Yeah, those are my top 3.
Okay, I said 5, babe.
Oh yeah, you said 5.
Yes,
I
2
also
more.
like Simi. You know Simi, the lady?
Love
I
her.
also like Simi.
And it's December time, so yes.
Yeah. There's a very new song. Well,
Is
maybe
it?
it's new to me. Maybe it's new to me actually. Oh yeah, it actually came out this month, the 7th of November.
What is it?
But it's an Amapiano song.
Okay.
She's featured in the song. The title of the song is You Try.
You
Listen
try.
to it. It's a stunning song.
Will do. And at number 1.
Oh, is that how we were counting? I don't know.
Well,
Let's think. No, let's think about it. Oh, the popular song, the Sheila song. I like that song. It reminds me of my husband.
Which song?
The title of the song is Sheila.
Okay.
It's an Amapiano song, I think.
Okay.
It's sung by Bati, it's Sam Deep and Nia Pearl and Bushe.
Okay.
It's a popular song. If you listen to it, you'll know you know it. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
It just reminds me of my man.
Oh, my mans. Thank you so very much, Anele, for chatting with us today and just clearing up a lot of things in the world of dietitian. Thank you so very much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have an amazing week.
Thank you so much, Queen. We can see you next time. I'm joking. Thanks a lot.
Joining us and chatting to us all things Dietitians Dos and Don'ts. Have an amazing week, guys. Love what you do and do what you love. If you are interested in the dietitian world, I would suggest you look further into it after this young chat. Have an amazing week. Shout out. Bye.